What up, everybody? It's your boy, the Infinite Dragon here,
Hey, it's me, Logan.
and welcome to something we've been playing for actually a year.
Yeah.
um, it's not fully a year, but like in 2 months, it would have actually been a year. So, I like Kingdom Hearts. I love Kingdom Hearts. Grew up with it. Didn't grow up playing it, ironically. My cousins always had it, and I was over their place playing it. And then I did when the age of Let's Plays came through, I started watching other people play, and then I eventually got to play one myself. Logan, I take it you have basically no experience with Kingdom Hearts.
I've played Kingdom Hearts 385 and a half day or whatever the fuck that game was.
So you didn't play Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, that's basically it. Exactly.
The game is so not great that in future re-releases of the game, they just change everything to cutscenes. It's not the best game. So basically, and also you started in the middle of the series, so naturally you have no idea what's going on, who any of these characters are.
Not a clue.
So, but you do know a lot more about Final Fantasy than I do.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Real quick, what's the experience with that?
I've been playing it since Final Fantasy 5. I think that's what it was. I started playing I originally played like the old Final Fantasies that were like 16-bit and like could barely tell what the fuck was going on.
I get you.
But then I started playing like I went back and played the original Final Fantasy VII when I was a younger lad, and then I've played every modern game since like 2010.
Gotcha.
So I've played most of the Final Fantasy games at this point.
In direct contrast to that, I have only played Final Fantasy 13, didn't finish it. I've seen a bunch of people play a bunch of other Final Fantasy games, but I wasn't paying close enough attention to know what's going on. That includes Final Fantasy 7. I know exactly what happens in Final Fantasy 7 R, enough to follow that the remake is different.
Yes.
And I've played Final Fantasy 14 to an extent. I'm on the third expansion for that.
Oh, that's right. You are playing Final Fantasy 14.
Not currently, because I'm fucking broke. Anyway.
Well, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, of course.
So, here's what we're going to do. As I'm going to teach Logan as much as I know about the Kingdom Hearts lore. That's going to be probably the least important part of, like, the actual playthrough. However, as we all know, the lore for Kingdom Hearts is pretty goddamn important to the central story. So, the point of me doing this is to show Logan why you're actually playing the Kingdom Hearts games. That's because the gameplay itself is fucking immaculate. Some of you might be wondering why we're not playing Kingdom Hearts 2, the actual best game, and that is because we'd be here for the next 3 years trying to finish that game. That's literally the only reason. Otherwise we would have actually done that. Here we have, I'm sharing my screen, Logan, if you didn't know already.
Yep,
we were having a good enough summary of Kingdom Hearts so we can get all the lore prepared for Kingdom Hearts 3. And this summary is by Barry Kramer, as ex-editor of Game Grumps.
Oh, okay.
So, before we get into the game proper, let's go ahead and take a quick look at this. I will be pausing the video. So.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Welcome to a good enough summary of Kingdom Hearts. I've only played Kingdom Hearts 1 and like a third of Kingdom Hearts 2, but I've always been fascinated by the series. I mean, what does any of this mean? So I sat down with this good boy Gam, and he explained everything to me for 7 hours.
Okay, yes, but it's a lot stupider than you think. And we'll
Great.
get to
Good
that
start.
in a long
Yes.
time.
Yes.
Still
Yes.
angry.
Okay. And now I'm going to explain everything to you in slightly less time. Please treat it.
The stroke that he's using for his pen, sorry, this has nothing to do with the actual game or anything. It looks like, like the Etch-a-Sketch?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. I see that.
Accuracy is a true game word. But before we plunge headfirst into the terror that awaits us, there's some stuff you just gotta accept about the world of Kingdom Hearts.
This bitch is
1.
messy.
Hearts are not literally hearts. They're kinda like a person's soul, but more like their emotional soul, I guess. 2.
Oh, Jesus
Light
Christ.
equals good and dark equals bad, and these
Yeah,
are
okay,
not
duh.
metaphor, they're tangible
very Final
forces within
Fantasy.
the universe. 3. If you lose your heart, or it's overcome by darkness, it turns into one of these little guys called a Heartless. 4. A body
your
without
dark
a heart
soul to
is an
light.
empty husk that turns into one of these slithery dudes, a nobody. Okay? So you lose your heart, you create both a
Alright.
heartless
Yeah, you got it?
Yeah, lose your soul, become a yeah.
You,
Yeah.
You lose your heart.
Self-explanatory.
Heart becomes heartless. The body what happens to your body after your heart becomes a heartless becomes a nobody. Got it?
Got it. That makes total
And
sense.
nobody. Simple enough. 5. If you're strong-willed enough, your husk turns into a special kind of nobody that looks like you and can talk and stuff. Okay, sure, fine,
Oh,
why
cool.
not? 6. If both the heartless and nobody are destroyed, the original person is made whole again. And
Okay.
whole people are called somebodies. Just I know. 7. There's Disney and Final Fantasy characters everywhere.
That was the original pitch. It was quite literally an elevator pitch. I think Nomura was just in the elevator with the CEO. He's like, hear me out. What if he put Final Fantasy and Disney together? He was like,
Dude,
okay.
you want Hercules fighting fucking Cloud, bro?
And retcons. 8. This is more of a personal note, but I find it easier to take this all in if you consider it more of an avant-garde interactive art piece than a traditional narrative. Okay, let's dive in.
Okay.
Mickey, take the wheel! Kingdom Hearts 1. We start in Destiny Islands, and if you think that name is heavy-handed now, just you wait. There's a bunch of kids running around, but we only care about 3 of them. Sora, the plucky one, Riku, the angsty one, and Kairi, the milquetoast girl with no discernible personality traits whatsoever.
I
Now,
dislike
despite having their
Kairi.
own cluster
Not
of
because she's a
islands
bad
they call
character,
their
it's 'cause
own,
she doesn't
these
really
kids
do
decide
anything.
it's not enough
Fair.
and build a
You
raft
don't like
to go on
characters
their
that don't
own
do anything.
adventures.
Nothing
But
she does. She doesn't really add anything. She's just kind of there. And as I will complain about later, they have a whole entire like mandatory love connection between Sora and Kairi, when obviously the true ship is Sora and Riku, because well, I'll get to it. He'll get to Kingdom Hearts 2, and I'll get to why that pisses me off in a little bit. Hello, Pudgy.
Oh, hey,
And
Pudgy.
hello, Dizzy. How you guys doing? I'm boiling. I feel like a swamp creature. Well, strip. That's the best thing you can do there. You ready to see some Disney characters die? Don't worry,
suddenly,
Goofy
shoop,
will die, I
A big old
promise.
portal opens up and Heartless start pouring out. Sora tries to fight them and is absolutely useless until shwee! A Keyblade suddenly appears in his hand, and he's all like, nice.
He skipped over something there. Riku fucked off at some point to go run into the ocean. Because Riku is what you would call at this point angsty enough to go, bro, there's a whole life outside this island. What is outside? And everyone was like, yeah, let's go all together and find a raft and go out there. But Riku got impatient or some shit and just left early.
He
And
said fuck off.
yeah, he basically just said fuck off. The important thing, the reason why I'm bringing this up is that originally the Keyblade belonged to Riku. But because Riku fucked off, he accepted his heart into darkness or some shit. And so the Keyblade was like, yeah, no, can't be doing that. Let's go to Sora?
Let's go to a different dude.
Yeah. So
Let's go to our second choice.
yes.
Now,
Is today the learning channel? For the first 30 to 45 minutes it is.
Keyblades aren't just big keys. Well, I mean, they are, but they're also big metaphorical keys. They can
Oh,
destroy
God.
darkness and repair worlds and just generally do whatever the developers need them to do at that moment. And also,
Yeah,
there's sort of
basically.
like Harry
Got
Potter
it.
ones where they choose their master, kinda. So Sora beats the crap out of some Heartless, and then Riku's like, dude, this evil portal is totally sweet. And Sora's like, I don't know, man, that looks like a bad time. And Riku's like, I'm gonna go through there. Nope. You should come too. Nuh-uh. Okay, then. Yeah. I'll just... Nope. Here I go. You should not. Through the spooky portal. And then everything explodes, and Sora goes flying, and Kairi sort of phases through Sora. Yeah, that's a little weird. Elsewhere, Mickey Mouse, yes, Mickey Mouse, did I stutter? Is like, I gotta go, see you later, huh? And Donald and Goofy are like, you what? You're the king. You can't just find the Keyblade wielder. Bye-bye. I don't understand what's happening. So after exploding and flying through space
I
for a while,
could
Sora
explain that better, but that's good enough.
I think it's perfectly accurate.
No, really, that's kind of just what happens. They get a note. They get a note from Mickey that says, "Hey, I fucked off." It didn't say why he fucked off. He just says, "I need you to find the Keyblade wielder." Like there
Okay.
not 12, but okay.
wakes up in this strange city with bumpin' music called Traverse Town. He meets up with Donald
yeah.
and Goofy.
Music is
who are
great in
like,
this game.
Is that a Keyblade? And Sora's like, don't touch it. Meanwhile, Riku gracefully emerges from his creepy portal thing and meets up with Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty, and she's like, Riku, you should totally join me. Look, Sora doesn't even care about you anymore. He has new friends now. And Riku's like,
Good edit.
these vibes I'm getting from you are definitely trustworthy. So Sora teams up with
Here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing with Riku. Riku is actually my favorite character because aside from Kingdom Hearts 1 where they need him to be stupid, Riku doesn't play anyone's shit.
Oh, good. Okay.
Fucking there's a part in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance or 3D because it's on the 3DS. Get it, Logan? Ha.
Aha, waha.
Yeah. I just realized that this texture that he's using for the background has footprints on it.
Oh.
There's a part in Kingdom Hearts 3D where fucking a dude comes up to Riku and goes, "Hey, I'll help you." And Riku's like, "Who the fuck are you? Get out of here." He just tries to shoot him off the whole time.
Get the fuck away from
me.
me. Get the fuck away from me.
F-Winds. They travel through a bunch of Disney worlds that literally do not matter whatsoever.
Correct.
Like, it's fine if you want to hang out with the adorable little teacup from Beauty and the Beast, and this guy over here, Chub play the tub, fine. But it does not matter.
The Disney
to
World,
story.
the Disney Worlds do not matter now.
Eventually, they wind up at a big old castle called Hollow Bastion. Riku pops up, and Sora's like, "Riku, my friend, after being separated for so long, I have finally found you." And Riku's like, girl, that Keyblade's only been hanging out with you to make me jealous." And Keyblade-chan zwoops on over to Riku-kun. "Oh, Scoots," says Sora. "Well, it doesn't matter. With Donald and Goofy at my side, we can't..." Our allegiance is with the Keyblade, not you, so... Then Sora has a mopey road trip with Beast from Beauty and the Beast until they discovered this super spooky room with a giant keyhole and a bunch of
Why is there
sleeping Disney
counter
princesses.
counting
Riku's in the corner
down?
with
Is something gonna
Keyblade-chan going,
explode? I don't see a timer, so I don't know what you're referring to.
"Oh, girl, he did
Oh.
not. Wow, what a creep, ha ha ha." But then Sora delivers this badass monologue about friendship and hearts and stuff, and Keyblade-chan gets all flustered and tsundere and zwoops back on over to Sora, and he's all, nice. Riku goes,
That's quite
"Oh,
literally
yeah,
what
well, at least
happens.
I still have Ansem."
Oh.
And Sora's like, who's Ansem? And Riku's like, "This super evil dude that's possessing me. He was also..."
So Riku at the moment has a stand.
Of course he does.
That's,
course he does.
That's the best thing. Ansem is basically Riku's stand at the moment. As you can see, he's all edgy and shit with his fucking weird ass skin tight suit.
Big ass eggy man.
Yeah, so at the moment he has a stand.
So like totally pulling
Got it.
Maleficent
Awesome.
strings or whatever. And she's like, "It be like that though." And Sora goes,
It do be
and
like
also,
that, though."
Kairi has been drooling face down in the corner this whole time, but nobody knows because she's just that boring. Beast, who has been awkwardly in the room this whole time, points her out, and after a few minutes, they remember who she is. "Kairi!" cries Sora. Riku drones on for a while about how Kairi's the last princess Ansem needs for his evil scheme. And also remember when Destiny Islands blew up and Kairi went zzzz through Sora? Yeah, her heart has been inside of Sora this whole time. Sora goes,
Oh.
"Ew, OMG."
Now I'm gonna ask you, because we've already run into a plot hole. We just established that when your body loses its heart, you turn into a heartless and the body becomes a nobody.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is it Kairi a nobody?
Yeah. Why?
No.
Why did that not occur?
It will be explained, kind of. It still kind of doesn't make sense.
And commits Sudoku with his Keyblade. This frees
Oh.
Kairi's heart and revives her. Yay! This also frees Sora's heart, so he's a heartless now. Boo! But Kairi's like, "Bibbidi bobbidi deus ex machina, bitch." And Sora turns back to normal, which contradicts everything we
Bibbidi
understand
bobbidi
about how any
deus
of
ex
this works,
machina.
but sure,
No, she
fine.
basically goes, "No, Sora, you're not a heartless anymore," and then he stops being a heartless.
Ansem
Okay,
sees
good
It
talk.
never happens again.
all this
Good
and
talk.
is like, seriously, like, I checked the wiki and they used the word somehow. Whatever, I'm out. And Sora follows him to Destiny Islands, but now it's all destroyed, so it's Deprestiny Islands. Ansem and Sora have a good
Deprestiny
old-fashioned anime showdown. You know, Sora believes in himself.
Okay, Ansem is a completely. He mentioned that Ansem is possessing Riku. Ansem is a completely different identity to Riku. They
Yeah.
do have a connection of some sorts, but it's literally because Riku accepted darkness. That's it. That's the only connection. They have.
Okay.
Ansem
Cool.
is his own person. Now, from now on, Ansem will be known as Ansem. All right. All right.
Ansem.
Turns into
Ansem.
a boat, and the player mashes X a lot until Ansem is like, "All right, whatever. I'm gonna open the door to
X
Kingdom
is the
Hearts,
attack
it's the
button.
source of all hearts, and it's all darkness in there and stuff. I love darkness. Check out my tattoo." And Sora's like, "All right, fine, open it, you dollar store goth," and sort of fumbles with his Oakleys for a moment because guess what? It's light. Ansem is all curses.
Okay,
foil."
so we find out there Kingdom Hearts is light. But as I told you before, I don't actually know what Kingdom Hearts is. So they retcon that.
Okay. Okay. Man, this is
We are 6 minutes
This is
into
just
this video.
Final Fantasy in Kingdom Hearts, but Final Fantasy lore makes sense. This does not.
Bingus Bongus, and he explodes. Sora tries to close the door to Kingdom Hearts, but he can't. Oh no! Until guess what? Riku. Wait, how is he in there? And guess what? Mickey. Why? Wait, where's his shirt? Remember this? It's important. I swear, do not forget. Riku and Mickey help close the door from the inside, and Bingus Bongus Bablamo. All the broken worlds go back to normal, and everybody returns
Cool.
to Destiny Islands. And Sora is like, okay, I'll be back. I gotta go save Riku and Mickey. And Kairi just kind of stands there because she has no agency in his.
So you know how Riku said, "I'm gonna jump through this fucking dark ass portal,"
Yep.
and Riku's now gone. He's with Kairi on Destiny Islands, and he's like, "I'm gonna go find Riku." Remember
Oh.
that. Remember
Okay.
that Sora went to go find Riku twice in the first game. Remember that. For me personally, on a kick, because you're not playing this game for the story. You're playing it for the character writing, to see some Disney characters, and because the gameplay is good. Remember that Sora left to go find Riku. That's what's important here.
Okay.
Is barely a character. Chain of Memories. 5 minutes later, Sora is walking down a road with Dorbald and Goblin when a hooded figure arrives and mumbles something about mysteries.
Chain of Memories, I'm
They
pretty
continue
positive
down the
if you
path
just
and arrive at
don't,
Castle
if you
Oblivion.
ignore Chain of Memories aside
Sora
from the
works his way
castle.
through the castle and meets a whole bunch of creepy figures that dramatically take off their hoods to reveal their sweet, sweet anime hair. There's Larxene and Marluxia and Axel and Lexius and
Oh,
Zexion
Axel, yep,
and
I know him.
Vexen, also known as all the sweet LiveJournal blogs used to follow in middle school. They take turns showing up
Yeah,
to do
there's a
something
lot of-
mysterious,
there's a
and
lot
then
of
Sora blows
fanfiction.
them up. Except Axel, he survives because he had the biggest anime hair of them all. Meanwhile, Sora's losing his memories. Oh, no. The further he moves into the castle, the more his real memories get replaced by fake memories. He starts remembering this girl who kind of looks like Kairi, but she's not. She's got different hair and almost a personality. Her name is Naminé. And Sora's like, I don't remember anything else, so I better.
Her name is Naminé. He's about to reveal that is Kairi's nobody that still exists somehow.
Huh?
I don't know. I can't tell you. I honestly can't.
Okay, good talk.
Find this Naminé. She seems important and was along for our adventures this whole time. Also, I kind of feel like I want to give her a smooch. A few games of poker later, Sora finally reaches Naminé, and she's like, "Yeah, I."
So he says a few games of poker because they the gameplay in Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories is cards. It's like a deck builder
Oh, cool.
action RPG. Yeah. So he says a few games of poker later.
Your memories. You have to take a nap so I can restore them, but you'll forget everything from this game. You won't even remember me. But Sora's already asleep in this big old fancy pod.
You won't even remember me. Okay, bye.
and Gruff share the economy class pod, and they deserve it for wasting all the health potions. You had one job. Meanwhile,
So Goofy and Donald don't heal you ever. Basically, is what that was.
I've heard the joke said before.
So the thing is that you can go into the settings and change their AI. So I assume that people either you can't do that in the first game, or people just didn't know.
That makes sense. Either of those
Riku
options
and Mickey
makes
just
complete total
kinda
sense.
leave Kingdom Hearts. Riku takes
Yeah,
the
they don't
wake
explain
up
how that
early and
happens.
avoid option that
Remember, they
kills-
closed the door to Kingdom Hearts
From
from
the inside.
and they just left.
Okay.
teleports into Castle Oblivion because he ventures through the castle but doesn't lose his memories because Naminé only got eyes for Sora, know what I mean? He meets a bunch of those hooded weirdos, which, by the way, all belong to a group/cult called Organization 13. More on that in a bit. And later runs into a clone of himself. Riku's like, whoa, it's a clone of me, sweet. And the clone is like, no, you're the clone. My name is Replica Riku. And wait a minute, why is Replica in my name? So Riku kicks him a few times and Replica Riku explodes. Then Riku bumps into this red mummy named Diz. And he's like, don't worry about me for now. Actually, don't worry about any of this. You got like 5 games to go before things start to make sense. And then Mickey hops on Riku's back and is like, well, I'm gonna help you control your darkness better. Let's go. And that's about it for Chain of Memories. The next game is Kingdom Hearts 2, which starts with not Sora, but with this.
So originally, when Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, nobody played Chain of Memories. The reason why nobody played Chain of Memories is because it was a Japanese-only mobile game.
Oh, so that okay.
So naturally, you go from Kingdom Hearts to Kingdom Hearts 2, and then you start playing as this douchebag Roxas, and you're like,
who the fuck?
Where's Sora? And then Sora actually shows up after the 3-hour required tutorial.
I'm
he's-
sorry.
Yeah, I said that. You heard me correctly. A required 3-hour tutorial.
Oh,
In
no,
speed
thank
runs,
you.
I think that is the longest part of said speed run is the tutorial.
I would laugh if a speed run is 3 hours and 30 minutes. Like the tutorial is 3 hours, but the rest of the game is 30 minutes.
Guy, Roxas. To find out what his deal is, we need to first check out 358 over 2
Yeah,
days.
this is the game I played.
That title. So, okay, again, remember when Sora had a Sudoku and released Kairi's heart and turned himself into a Heartless? That also created Sora's Nobody, who wakes up in Twilight Town one day all boopity boopity, where the poopity am I? He's found by this weirdo
Yeah, why
named
did he show up
Xemnas,
where
who's
he,
like,
like, he-
welcome
he
to
Sudoku'd
Organization
himself."
13. Here's your spooky cloak and how to infuriatingly speak in riddles guide. Also, your name is Roxas. Xemnas
Yep.
introduces Roxas to the rest of the Breakfast Club. Luxor, Demyx, Syx, Zaldin, Zigbar, remember him for later, and hey, we know these guys.
Zigbar is
this game
important,
takes
yes.
place at the same time as Chain of Memories, so you got some characters going back and forth between the two. It's super. Roxas goes on adventures around Disney World and becomes best buds with one organization member in particular. Axel. They eat ice cream and just totally brought. It's super
Yeah,
cute.
the
Then
sea salt
Xemnas
ice
is
cream,
like,
I remember
"Yo,
that."
some stuff is going down at Castle Oblivion. Who's in? And a bunch of Organization 13 members head over there, including Axel, and then that ties in the chain of memories. Then a new character pops up, the 14th member of Organization 13. Oh,
Hey, she looks like Kyrie and Naminé.
Hey, is that the nobody?
No, that is not the nobody.
God damn it.
she looks like Naminé, and Naminé is Kyrie's nobody.
Oh, that's right. Yep,
This,
yep.
This is Shion, who looks like Kyrie. Why does she look like Kyrie? I don't know. I can't tell you.
Shit is so dumb.
I can't tell you. I honestly cannot.
I don't understand either. We're here for the ride.
But the reason why she's important is because this is Sora's memories literally turned into a person. Why they look like Kyrie, I don't fucking know, but they do.
Because Kyrie is the one love. Of
Not even that. They don't. There's literally no reason for this. She just is.
course not. Of course not.
what?
Of course
Her name
not.
is Shion, and she's like, I'm weird. I don't know who I am. And for good reason. Turns out she's. Let me just check my notes here.
Yeah.
A replica of Sora created by Xemnas using the memories Naminé took from Sora as a failsafe in case Roxas ended up not going along with Xemnas' crazy schemes. And thanks
Stupid.
to Naminé, some of Sora's memories wound up in Roxas too. So Shion pieces out in an attempt to
Did that
save
make
us all, trying to
sense?
understand what's going on.
No.
Xemnas
Okay.
captures her and
You're
reprograms her
gonna-
to make her attack Roxas. Because if Shion defeats Roxas, then Sora will never be able to get his memories back. Oh! But Roxas defeats Shion and she's like, Cough, Sputter, you gotta merge with Sora and defeat Xemnas. And Roxas is like, what's a Sora? Is that a type of ice cream? But before she can reply, she porfs into Roxas. Dang. Riku shows up because, sure, why not? And he's like, okay, Roxas, time to go back to Sora. And Roxas is like, I don't wanna. Also, whom's this Sora? And Riku's like, fine, sit inside this computer simulation until you cool off. And Roxas is like, what are any of these words you're saying? Which leads us to Kingdom Hearts 2.
So, yeah. So
I played that
Rox-
game. I don't remember that shit.
you probably didn't finish it. It's not the best game.
That's also fair.
Fucking. So basically, to sum that up, is that Roxas was being used to fulfill Xemnas' plan. Who's Xemnas? Don't worry about it right now. Just know that his name is very similar to Ansem if you just add an X. Anyway.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. So Roxas goes, hey, you gotta go back to Sora, because you're not really a person. And he's like, what the fuck? I am a person.
I am me, bitch.
I'm me. Bitch? Yeah, no, I'm me, bitch. That's his whole entire deal. I don't want to go back to this other dude. I'm me. Let me be me. I want to live. And they just go,
Let me cook.
So Riku basically goes, oh, you don't want to. All right, you're getting placed in timeout, which is the Matrix. Here you go. Kingdom Hearts 2 now.
Getting placed in time.
That's what happened.
Okay.
We meet up with
Okay.
Roxas, who's inside a computer simulation of Twilight Town, except he lost most of his memories and doesn't know he's inside a computer. And I mean, we're not supposed to either, because 358 over 2 days released like 4 years after Kingdom Hearts 2, but
Yeah.
trust me, it's
Ah.
just easier to understand this way. So
Yeah.
Roxas has his weird summer break and eats lots of ice cream and experiences a bunch of brain freezes and glitches in the Matrix until one day Axel shows up, and he's all
Yeah, like at some point someone steals the word photograph, so you can't physically say the word photograph.
What? What?
They don't explain
Who the
that
fuck
either.
is stealing words?
No,
What?
they don't explain that either. The only explanation you get is that it's a glitch in the computer program. That's the only explanation you get for that. So you can't physically say. It makes it really fucking hilarious because you can always insert your own word like, oh no, somebody stole all of our hose. We
Yeah.
can't, not just our hose, but the word hose too.
Oh my god.
like, Roxas, you're in a computer, I'm your friend. And Roxas is like, what's a computer? Then he meets Namine, who goes, you're
would-
Sora's
yeah.
nobody. And Roxas is like,
Who?
whoa, what's a nobody? He doesn't understand what's going on, but that's okay because neither do we. He finally runs into Diz, who goes, look, just merge with Sora and everything will be cool. And Roxas goes, okay, but there better be ice cream there. So he absorbs out of the computer and into Sora, and Sora finally wakes up with all of his
So the whole entire time you play as Roxas in Kingdom Hearts 2 is the tutorial, and all of it is basically saying, "Hey, you need to kind of go back to Roxas. You kind of got to go back to Sora, so you know you
Okay.
can continue existing." And Roxas is basically they gaslit like a Roxas.
Gaslight Gatekeeper Girl Boss.
Yes,
Like, hey.
that's basically what happened. They gaslit him and manipulated him into going back into Sora. So because his whole entire deal was I wanted to be my own person. That's what literally the point of Nobodies is. Damn, I really wish I could feel things. Feelings are because as we explained earlier, heartless. The heart is your soul, but your emotional soul, right? If you're a nobody, you exist, but you don't have a soul, so you literally can't feel anything. So Roxas is like, the fuck I want to go back to this dude for? I want to be my own person, experience shit, and live and whatnot, right? So there's a whole existentialism deepness there that kind of gets written over by some bad writing. Anyway,
Awesome.
memories
Good
back,
talk.
minus everything that happened in Chain of Memories. And I guess Dallas and Gomit wake up too, whatever. Mickey, now in a badass hoodie, sends them off to meet the wizard, a wonderful wizard named Yen Sid. And he looks
Oh
like
my-
this. Yen Sid goes, first.
did you never know that?
I didn't know Yen Sid or whatever the fuck.
Yen Sid is in the old like in Disney's Fantasia.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's fucking Disney backwards.
Oh god.
Outfits have
okay.
to go. Zippers are out. Belts are in. Second, you need your driver's license. Go visit more Disney worlds. So they visit some more merchandise.
He said driver's license, but he's basically he needs to go visit more Disney worlds so he can learn how to use a Keyblade so he can become a Keyblade master. There you go.
Opportunities and keep bumping into Maleficent.
Look at all these Disney worlds that don't matter.
Joined by Pete and a bunch of those Organization 13 weirdos.
Remember when I said the original concept for the game is Final Fantasy plus Disney equals cool shit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Final Fantasy and Disney do not matter. Anyway.
Just don't quit, do they? At one point, there's a battle with 1,000,000,000 Heartless, and Goofy gets hit by a boulder and dies. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that happens. The fight with the fucking Heartless is sick as shit. It's so sick as shit they're gonna do it again in Kingdom Hearts 3. Spoiler alert. Fucking Goofy gets hit with the boulder, dies, and it pisses off Mickey, which would be a cool moment if the technology wasn't really super old and Mickey's model is always smiling. So he's mad, but he can't not smile because of the technology at the time.
Oh no.
So he kind of just looks evil.
That's
He's dead.
awful.
Angus Bunger, you're 6 feet under. Somewhere in all this
Angus-
mess, we get a big ol' exposition dump. A while ago, there was a nice bearded man named Ansem the Wise, who was a man of
Yeah,
fuck
fire.
off.
that's not Ansem. The Ansem that we saw earlier that was possessing
That's
Riku,
not Ansem.
that's not Ansem.
fucking shit, dude.
We're gonna ignore his name for the time being. Just know this is blonde guy with the stupid scarf.
Science. or the Kingdom Hearts equivalent of science, because this guy was researching hearts and light and wrote his dissertation on feeling good and having friends. Now, Ansem the Wise had an apprentice by the name of Xehanort, who let his heart get consumed by darkness because he's a weirdo. This created Xehanort's Heartless, which confusingly decided to call itself Ansem. Psst, this was the bad guy in Kingdom Hearts 1, not Wise Ansem. They're completely different people.
There you go.
And Xehanort's Nobody, which called itself Xemnas. Hey, we know that guy. Meanwhile, Kairi's standing exactly where Sora left her on Destiny Islands, but somehow in a new outfit, when Axel swoops.
That's not even a joke. That's actually what happens.
Jesus. Okay.
Literally, she stands in the same spot, and then the next time we see her, she's older, she has longer hair, and she's in a different outfit, standing in that exact same spot.
Cute.
In and kidnaps her. He wants his buddy Roxas back, and he's not gonna let Organization 13 boss him around no more. Oh no siree. But he instantly sacrifices himself so Sora can jump through a portal to the world that never was. Sora's like, how can I be in a place that never was when it clearly
Oh,
currently
God.
is? But just then a mysterious figure emerges. It's Ansem, but no, it's Riku. It's Riku, but he looks like Ansem. Okie dokie. Sora.
So, I don't know what the fuck is going on with with Donald and Goofy here. He looks like Ansem because he's trying to control the darkness in his heart, and the darkness in his heart at the time was Ansem. Therefore, he looks like Ansem.
Fair.
Which I am now going to stop this, open a new tab,
Oh,
and
no.
show you why I don't like the ship between Sora. This confused the shit out of me.
No, fuck off. What?
That's not real.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's why I said that confused the shit out of me.
I was like, there's no fucking way.
Sora reunites with Riku. So, quite literally, they all reunite. We are actually going to watch this scene. They all reunite. For whatever reason, Kairi is no longer on Destiny Island. Don't worry about that. But Sora sees Kairi and goes, "Oh, hey, what's up, Kairi?" And then he sees Riku and starts crying.
Oh.
Kairi, you are great!
Oh?
Yep.
Kairi, you did something.
You are different, Kairi, but I'm just glad you're here.
You and Riku never came home, so I came looking for you.
I'm sorry.
Don't you love the
This is
the
real.
howling winds in the background instead of background music?
Yep. Look at his fucking hand!
Look at his fucking feet. Those things are massive.
God.
Wait,
That's
Ansem!
Yeah, it's Ansem.
I
We
mean,
didn't
Xehanort's Heartless.
because it was confusing, so they called him
I
Xehanort's
never
Heartless
thought
for a
for a
little bit.
second that I'd ever see you again. Just thinking about all the things you did makes me really mad. But
Really mad.
Is he like
but
10?
you saved Kairi, right?
I think in this he's
I have to be grateful
15 or
for that.
16.
God, he talks like
Thanks.
a fucking child.
Riku, don't go!
So you see, it's been actual years, right? It's been actual years.
Uh-huh.
Sora just kind of said, "Oh, hey, Kairi, what's up?" Watch how he reacts to Riku.
Oh! Kairi, what did you just say?
Riku.
I'm no one, just a castaway from the darkness.
Edgy.
Sora, come here. Say something to him.
You a bitch.
Here. You'll understand. Close your eyes.
The camera operator closed his eyes.
Riku! It's Riku. Riku's here. I looked for you.
Come on, Sora.
For the first comment I see in chat, he's fucking gay.
He's gotta be. Like, what is this?
Bro,
Like-
I understand that you went out of your way to go find this man for a very long time. Actual years, in fact. But you didn't see Kyrie for that long either. This is the first time you see him, you get on your knees, hold his hand, and start crying, and you're trying to tell me that you love Kyrie? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
To pull
no.
it together.
You said it here first.
I looked
Sora's
everywhere
gay.
for you.
I didn't want you to find me.
But it was him that was helping us, wasn't it?
Oh my god.
Those clues we kept finding. That must have been Riku.
I was starting to worry you guys weren't.
Now imagine that some shit like that in Naruto happens, right? Fucking Naruto gets on his knees and starts crying.
I mean,
Sasuke!
Naruto is like gay as hell already. Like, come on.
Sora goes on a
My point is that Riku is gay for. I'm sorry, Sora and Riku are gay together. There's no. Stop trying to like, it's okay. It is the 21st century. Nobody really cares. Well, I mean, nobody who matters really cares that Sora and Riku are gay together. Stop trying to tell me that they're just best friends. Stop that. Cut it out.
Well, I mean, look at Naruto. He's got to be at least bi. He's
got-
super gay, and then he bagged a bag bitch. So
yeah,
now he's
fucking.
good.
Come on, bro. Like,
murdering, I mean heart unlocking spree until Diz appears and he's like, "You think that I'm a mummy now? Here's a surprise. Feast your eyes on my disguise. I'm really Ansem the Wise. The bad guys are conspiring to make their own Kingdom Hearts, but they forgot a little something that's right. My looks and my smarts. I'm gonna use this pewter here to digitize the skies. You better idolize and recognize I'm Ansem the Wise. Sora, Donald, Goofy, Riku, Mickey, and Kyrie. I bid you all adieu because my computer is backfiring." So Diz's computer
that was a great way to sum that up. Basically, the nobodies, the all of Organization 13, were trying to make their own Kingdom Hearts. Which, remember when we said that shit was light in the first game? It's not in this one. It's a giant, weird-looking moon,
Oh,
comprised of hearts.
well, of course it is.
Yeah. I don't actually know what the machine that Ansem was using. I'm sorry. We're gonna call Ansem the Wise Diz from now on, because it makes more sense.
Diz, let's go, Diz.
Diz. Ironically, that's what I call Dizzy in chat. I call her Diz. Anyway, them. I call them. I'm gonna keep doing that. I apologize, Diz. Diz was going to use that machine to slow them down or something, I guess, but it was a compilation of fucking hearts, basically, to make a giant weird moon. Xemnas wants to use that to give himself a heart, I think.
explodes, which causes Diz to disappear, and for some reason also turns Riku back to normal. Xemnas is all, "My beautiful plan ruined, etc, etc, let us fight." Sora and Riku hold hands and prepare for a good old-fashioned anime showdown. Sora believes in himself, Xemnas turns into a boat, and the player mashes X a lot, and
No, that's what
sometimes
happens.
triangle until Xemnas is defeated. Everyone winds up back on Destiny
Oh, he
Islands
skipped the
because-
actual fight. The actual fight is kind of sick. I'm gonna see if I can find the quick time event for it. KH2, Xemnas, quick time event. If I can spell, quick. Command finishes, reaction, command, expedition, critical mode, and fantasy. This is cool. This is not what I'm talking about, but this is cool. Alright, that's not what I was talking about though. I'm trying to find the one with all the fucking lasers. Yeah, here it is.
Oh, I've seen this. I've seen this clip.
It's so fucking cool.
Yeah, I've seen this clip. Yeah, this is very Final Fantasy shit. Okay, I can kind of see it.
So you in this area, you have to control both Riku and Sora at the same time, and mash triangle and square at the same time. I'm sorry, triangle and X. Because if you don't, you die. But you know, Xemnas turned into a boat.
Sure, whatever. And Namine's there too, and she's like, "Hey, Kairi, nice to meet you. I'm your nobody." And Kairi stares into the middle distance. Yeah, so everything ties back to the moment Sora released his and Kairi's hearts. Either it's poetic in its simplicity or stupid in its stupidity, I don't know. This moment should have created 2 Heartlesses and at least 1 nobody, because Kairi's heart isn't really connected to her body at this point. But Kairi is a princess of heart, meaning she has 0 darkness in her heart, so she doesn't create a Heartless. She does create a nobody, but she has no body for it to form from, so while Sora is busy splitting off into his Heartless and his nobody, Kairi's nobody, Namine, is created from Kairi's heart and Sora's body, which explains why she was able to meddle with his memories and whatnot. So to sum it up, I don't know. I said up front this thing was filled with...
You might have stopped paying attention there. I did
No,
too.
What?
I did too. We're going to allow it, as Pudgy says. Allow it.
Retcons, right? Sora goes, "Oh yeah, Roxas has been kinda rumbly lately. You okay, little fella?" So Sora and Roxas share a ghost hug, and Kairi and Namine are chill, I guess. Oh, and the Goofy recovers from being dead. But then a letter washes up on the shore with that dang old Mickey Mouse insignia on it. What do you want now, you creepy rat? But before we open that envelope, Birth by Sleep.
I actually really love this game.
10 years earlier, we got
I love Birth by Sleep. Birth by Sleep is one of my favorites in the series.
These 3 sweet pieces of anime hair: Aqua, Terra, and Ventus. Weirdly, Ventus looks a lot like Roxas, like identical. I mean, I know compared to Dozenkrantz and Goofenstern over here, Roxas and Sora look a lot alike, but trust me, Roxas resembles this guy, Ventus.
So that's important. We'll explain that in a little bit, but to make it make sense, right? Right. Oh. That's Ventus, right? This is Ventus.
Okay.
Yeah. Oops, if I can spell Roxas. This is Roxas. They're quite literally the same model, but wearing different clothes. Like literally.
Yeah.
For reasons. The 3 of them are being trained by Master Ericus to become Keyblade Masters. Ventus is too young and spunky, so he has to wait while Aqua and Terra take their final test, the Mark of Mastery. Also, we're in this place, the Land of Departure. Aqua passes, and she's...
This is probably gonna get me a lot of hate. I don't care for Aqua. I don't dislike her. I don't like her either. She's kind of just boring for me.
all like, neat, but Terra...
She's like basically the only waifu that means something in this game, because the other one is Kairi. And she's also kind of just a blank slate that doesn't really do anything. Aqua actually does do something and has feelings and stuff, but I think she feels really fucking boring for me, and I don't care for Aqua.
Fails because he's got too much angsty darkness and Spencer's coupons inside his heart.
Aqua passes the Mark of Mastery to become a Keyblade Master. Terra does not because angsty darkness in Spencer's coupons.
Ericus takes one look and goes, girl, get yourself sorted out. Meanwhile, in a fancy land...
Also, Master Ericus is voiced by Mark Hamill.
...for fancy lads called Radiant Garden, Ansem the Wise is researching how hearts work and stuff. He's got some test tubes and like a computer, and he's going, oh yes, interesting. And he's surrounded by all of his hot anime friends who kinda look familiar. There's also a little girl here...
Psst. They look like all the nobodies you found in Organization 13.
What?
Kairi, who's got no personality, look at her go. Elsewhere, Aqua and Terra pop out of a portal on Destiny Islands, because of course they do. They meet these two little babbies named Sora and Riku.
They're not little, but they're like toddlers.
Ew, this one is totally giving me Ventus vibes. Hey kid, now you know how to use a Keyblade. You won't remember this when you're older. And Riku dribbles on himself. Also, Kairi comes over from Radiant Garden, and Aqua maybe teaches her how to use a Keyblade? Ventus is wandering alone by himself somewhere when this hot piece of action rolls up on a motorcycle and is like, "Remember me?" And Ventus is like, "Nope." And Hot Stuff takes off his helmet and is like, "How about now?" And Ventus is like, "Sorry, I only know one
You can't tell because all anime characters have spiky hair, but he kind of looks like Sora.
Oh,
The
okay.
dude
I
with
was
yellow
literally
eyes.
like, I have no idea
Wait!
who the fuck this
Turns out
is.
Ventus forgot a whole bunch of stuff that was super important. Before he was being trained by Master Ericus, his master was this objectively evil-looking dude with yellow eyes named Master Xehanort. How about that? Xehanort was trying to get Ventus to unleash the darkness in his heart.
Did you think it was confusing? Are you confused, Logan?
Definitely not. I've got everything under control.
Good, because it gets worse.
God damn it.
Summoned this all-powerful Keyblade called the Keyblade. That's the...
You know, with the Greek letter
That's
key.
the Greek
Yeah,
letter key. But Ventus was like, "I don't wanna. I'm a good
Should be
boy. Look at my
Kai, but
badge."
okay.
And Xehanort's like,
Fine, I'll just take your darkness myself.
and goes shoobly bop, sucks the darkness out of Ventus's heart, and makes Motorcycle Man.
So, Xehanort makes Motorcycle Man. Yes, Xehanort is Xehanort is gathering darkness, hearts of darkness rather. So what happened there? He goes. Xehanort goes up to young Ventus and he goes, "You're gonna be my part of darkness." And Ventus is like, "No, I don't wanna." And so he splits Ventus's heart in half and creates Vanitas. So it's Ventus and Vanitas. Vanitas is literally all darkness and Ventus is literally all pure light. But it doesn't really mean anything because they're both half gone. They're halves of each other.
And also known as Vanitas. Oh, and he looks exactly like an evil Sora, but just don't think about it. It's fine. Flashback
I actually kind of like that plot point, but we'll worry about it later.
over. Ventus is like, "Oh yeah, I remember." And Vanitas is like,
Cool, we gotta fight. Meet me at the Keyblade Graveyard.
Okay, so long ago there were tons of Keyblade wielders, and they all fought over the Keyblade in this epic war, and now all
The
that's
Keyblade
left is a
being
bunch of
the
keys in the
special
ground.
one.
But Ventus knows all this and just goes, "Okay." Meanwhile, Terra's getting super moody and kills Master Ericus. Ericus is like,
Why, my pupil?
and Terra's like, "I don't know, Gam didn't go over this part in detail, but I'm assuming darkness?" Then everyone piles into the minivan and heads on over to the Keyblade Graveyard for their
It's
big
implied that he did
anime
that on
fight.
accident.
And you know it's serious.
He didn't trust Ericus because, you know, manipulation in, you know, Star Wars and bullshit, right? So he kills Master Ericus, but he didn't do it on purpose. It's implied that it was an accident.
Nobody turns into a boat. Ventus versus Vanitas. Terra versus Xehanort, who's like, "Hello." And Aqua versus this dude who you might recognize better like this, but he doesn't have his cool eye patch and scar yet. Him named Breg. Xehanort is like,
Right.
I'll have the key.
The reason why that's important is because Braig is Sigbar, but that's even more important later, but we'll worry about that later.
No, what?
I told Logan this a long time ago that all nobodies are basically all nobodies' names are anagrams of their somebody's name. I just realized there's a Keyblade over there that's just Jordan Peele's face.
Fucking. What? Oh shit! It is. What? What? What the fuck?
What was I saying? Oh, no, don't remember what I was saying. Never mind. Continue.
Keyblade, not Keyblade. And with that, I'll control Kingdom Hearts.
and Terra's like, "Nuh-uh, no siree, stop right there, Mr. Bister." And everyone starts fighting. Aqua beats up Breg, and he's like,
Oh, right. Braig is important because Braig is Zigbar. Zig will be important later. I'll explain that later. Anyway.
Now I look cooler." Ventus and Vanitas fuse, which sorta creates the Keyblade for a second, but then it explodes. And then Ventus explodes. He's just asleep, but his heart goes swoosh over to Destiny Islands to go live in Sora's heart and heal up. Sure, okay.
Okay, so what the important part of that was that Vanitas is just kind of... Don't worry about Vanitas. But remember when I said Ventus's heart is half light? It's half of a heart. So he kind of just goes, "Damn, I'm dying a little bit. I need help. Help, I need help. I need heals." So Sora's heart kind of just goes, "Hey bro, you can just chill with me while you rest up, right? Yeah, cool." So, you know, so Ventus's heart is inside Sora's heart. But if you recall, in Kingdom Hearts 1, Sora seppuku'd himself,
Yes.
releasing his heart. which is why Sora's Heartless looks like Ventus and not him.
Okay, that actually makes sense.
And the reason why Sora in Vanitas, the other part of his heart, looks like is because it's a kind of whole entire soul thing. Ventus's heart needed Sora's heart to like fix itself.
Yeah.
So obviously they're cut from the same cloth, but Vanitas is darkness and Sora is not that. So
Yeah.
they look alike naturally, which I actually kind of like. I like that. That's a detail that I actually do like. It's stupid, but I like that one.
Aqua takes Ventus's blown-up body back to the land of departure and uses her Keyblade to turn it into Castle Oblivion. She goes,
Ooh.
"Okay, Ventus, I'm the only one who knows you're here. Have a good nap now, pat pat." She returns just in time to see Xehanort possessing Terra, forming Terra Xehanort,
As we all call him, Terranort.
or Terranort
I've
for
heard
short.
that
A
before.
while back, Xehanort was like,
I'm getting old. I can possess someone using the darkness and
You know how Orochimaru does shit and takes over bodies so we can live longer?
Mm-hmm.
That.
Cool.
they're hot.
Thank
That's
you.
A neat trick.
That makes
Also,
the shit
this is
easy.
what happens. Aqua goes, "I am not about this," and fights and defeats Terranort. But Terranort's all like,
Ha ha ha, not so fast.
and uses his Keyblade to unlock his heart, which traps Aqua in the realm of darkness and gives Terranort amnesia because we didn't have enough tropes on our plate already. Sure. Throw some amnesia into the mix. Terranort, just calling himself Xehanort now, becomes an apprentice to Ansem the Wise, and then much later gets his memories back, and goes on to create his Heartless Ansem, this one, not that one, and his Nobody Xemnas.
Did that make sense?
Run that by me one more time, Kimosabi.
So, Xehanort possesses Terra, as we all like to, as the fandom likes to refer to, as he got Norted, and became Xehanort.
Yes, that. Yep.
Terranort unlocks his heart, trapping Aqua in the realm of darkness. But that caused him to have amnesia. So he starts. Terranort now becomes a disciple of Ansem, Ansem the Wise, Ansem, not Heartless Ansem.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually that leads up to the point where Terranort splits himself into Ansem the Heartless and Xemnas the Nobody.
Okay.
I stopped to explain that one because that's actually kind of important.
Cool.
Now we can return to the present in Recoded. Well, not quite the present. Sometime after defeating Xemnas, but before Mickey's letter arrives at Destiny Islands, Jiminy Cricket is hanging out with Mickey. You see, throughout Sora's many adventures, he's been accompanied by Jiminy, who's been documenting everything that happens. Like, today, Sora spent 15 minutes staring at a bowl of oatmeal. Jiminy's about to turn in his homework to Mickey when he notices some cryptic messages he didn't write, like some Cure lyrics or something. Chip and Dale digitize the journal and create a digital copy of Sora, Data Sora, to fight the bugs that are corrupting the data, and I don't know, hacking hijinks ensue? Pete and Maleficent are there, some C-tier Disney properties show up, Jiminy's journal appears and turns into Riku. It's just whatever. The journal is restored and data.
I'll be honest, I don't remember this. I can't even explain this to you. I don't remember this.
The nominee
Good talk,
reaches
I
out to Data
guess.
Sora and is like, "Hey, you got a whole lot of business jellying up your jam ram. You got Roxas inside of you, and like Shion's inside of Roxas, and then there's like Ventus sort of fused with Vanitas. It's just a big ol' awkward inception party in there. It's middle school dance bad. Also, the bugs are a side effect of me messing with Sora's memories, cause Data Sora texts all this to Mickey, who's like, "Butter my me-shaped muffins. The real Sora's gotta learn about this stat," and writes the letter that then shows up at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2. Data Sora goes, "What? Real Sora?" as the computer gets turned off because Mickey's got a date with the wizard. Yen Sid goes,
Yeah.
Remember how I said I don't remember that?
Uh-huh.
That doesn't get resolved.
Oh no. Oh no.
And it's not going to get resolved.
Oh no.
Uh,
God.
fucking, so the Data Sora finding out that there's a real Sora, just, that happens, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yo, Xehanort is coming back and we're screwed. We only have one Keyblade Master and you, like, randomly took your shirt off that one time.
and Mickey goes, "We'll get to that. What about Sora and Riku? If they become Keyblade Masters and Sora gets his jam unjellied, we might stand a chance." And Yen Sid goes,
Okay, but there's a lot of jelly in his jam. And it smells like peaches.
Dream Drop Distance. In order
This
to
is a
become
good game.
Keyblade Master,
Unfortunately, it's
Sora
kind of
and Riku have
empty.
to take the
As in the world
Cool.
themselves are kind of empty.
Okay.
But it's a good game. I like that one.
Mark of Mastery, the same exam that Terra and Aqua took way back when. But apparently the test is totally arbitrary, and whoever's conducting the exam just does whatever they want, just like real life.
The test is 100% arbitrary. It's like, all right, Logan, I'm gonna certify you on how to use a PlayStation 3. Can you turn on a
Okay.
PC?
I sure can.
Congrats, you're a master now.
Yensid charges
Oh.
Sora and Riku with waking all the sleeping hearts of various worlds that have been on a constant roller coaster of exploding and being reformed over the past couple games. They bounce through some Disney worlds and wake people up, but not Sleeping Beauty? Come on, it's a game about waking people. Okay, Gam's telling me there's a reason. Okay, fine. Anyway, remember the rule.
The reason why Sleeping Beauty is not there is because Sleeping Beauty is one of the princesses of Heart.
Cool.
What does that mean? Don't worry about it yet.
Rules of the
Don't
Kingdom
worry
Hearts universe.
Not yet. You will worry about it, just not now.
All that stuff about Heartless and Nobodies and how destroying both restores the original somebody. Yeah, so all those Organization 13 Nobodies Sora killed, they're back as their original X-less somebodies. What? Our protagonist wasn't going around murdering people? See, they're fine. Ha ha ha.
They're totally
Also,
fine.
Keep it together. Oh. The X in all those Nobodies names isn't an X. It's called the Recusant Sigil, and Xehanort uses it to mark his BFFs and track their location. This even works on clothing, and that's... oh god. That's how they're able to track Sora throughout this game.
So Sora in Dream Drop Distance looks very different.
Mhm.
He looks a little similar to his Kingdom Hearts 2 outfit, and it's got a big fuck you X on there. So when you learn what that is, you go, they've been tracking him this whole time?
This is the one that was the one moment I wish we had face cam because I literally held my head in my hands. What the fuck?
Because they put an X on his shirt. Woo! Oh, and then this guy shows up. This is young Xehanort.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Except you will. Because remember when I said it gets more confusing?
Here it is.
No. There's time
Not
travel
here?
now. There's time travel now. That's why young Xehanort's here.
Okay.
Yeah, so now there's time travel in this series. Good! I am over the heart-shaped moon! Thank you! It really doesn't matter how time travel works in this universe, and I'm scared to open the wiki again, so here's all of Gam's notes.
Yeah, no, so time travel. Just it happens, move
Okay.
on, alright? He can do it, don't worry about how.
Basically, at some point, Evil Ansem went back to Destiny Islands where Xehanort grew up because, because everyone's from there. He met the young lad and was like, here's some, going back in time potion. Go round up all the Xehanorts because we going hard. Because, okay, Xehanort's Heartless was killed in Kingdom Hearts 1 and his Nobody was killed in Kingdom Hearts 2, which means Xehanort's Somebody is back and ready to crack some skulls. And wait, why does he look like creepy old man Xehanort and not Terranort? I thought I understood how this worked. I'm doing my best. Oh, but now we learn about Xehanort's ultimate master plan. In Birth by Sleep, he wanted the Keyblade in order to control Kingdom Hearts. But the Keyblade exploded, and conveniently it likes to explode into 20 pieces. 7 light and 13 dark.
The 7 light are the 7 princesses of Heart, which are Disney. The 7 light are the princesses of Heart's hearts, which are all the Disney princesses and Kairi.
Okay.
The darkness, is what Xehanort is trying to do. He has all the light pieces technically already because those are just inherent in the world. The darkness, he needs to kind of make that, which is why he's going around time traveling and bullshit, putting himself into other people, like Zamasu in the Goku Black arc. You can
Again, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect summation of what I need to know. Thank
Yes. Get Zamasu in the Goku. Well, who do you trust more than yourself?
you. Literally no one.
Right. So
Literally no one.
there you go. So I'm gonna go back in time and put myself into everybody, and that way I'll have 13 pieces of darkness. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Xehanort is all,
Grr, I want those shards.
like he's the villain in a cereal commercial or something. Originally, he planned for the 7 light pieces to come from the so-called 7 princesses of heart. Snow White, Cinderella, Alice, Aurora, Belle, Jasmine, and Kairi. This is all the business with the Princess Pods and Hollow Bastion back in Kingdom Hearts 1. But the 7 light pieces could also be the 7 Guardians of Light. Mickey, Sora, Riku, Ventus, Aqua, Terra, maybe Kairi. It's not really clear right now. Meanwhile, the 13 dark pieces are a little harder to come by. We got a couple bad eggs bumbling about, but 13? Not quite. So Xehanort, being the rational person he is, decided to essentially create 12 copies of himself by putting a little Nort into all these nobodies, which together would then act as the 13 dark pieces needed to form the Keyblade. This is why Xehanort created Organization 13. His plan was to Nort each of the members so he'd have his 13 dark pieces. But instead, they thought for themselves and were like, what the heck, dude? And also, Sora killed everybody, so way to go, Sora. He also tried having 2 of the members be as heartless and nobody, which is totally cheating. Xehanort, being the rational person he is, decided,
Hey, that's a good point. What am I doing norting unwilling people? I'll just find people who want to be me. Like, me.
So that's why he sent Ansem to seek out young Xehanort in the past. He's making a new Organization 13 out of some time-traveling Xehanorts and a bunch of other friends called the, wait for it, real Organization 13.
They could have had so much better name. We really could have.
The real Organization 13 is all Xehanort, but not really. Are you ready?
They should have called it the Super Excited to Be Xehanort Club. So Xehanort gathers himself, young Xehanort, Ansem, Xemnas, Xigbar, and Saïx, who are part of the old Organization 13, but apparently just can't get enough of that Nort juice.
The reason why Saïx is here is because he's mad at Axel. You know why he's mad at Axel?
Why is he mad at Axel?
Because he loves Roxas more than he loves Saïx. That's it. He's doing this to be petty. That's the only reason.
Okay.
And 6 other shadowy figures that'll almost certainly get revealed in Kingdom Hearts 3. They're probably like time-traveling goofies.
I promise you it's stupid. It's very stupid. It's not even...
Love it.
It's not great.
Something. Oh, yuck. But wait, I hear you counting on your fingers. That only makes 12. Yes, they're 1 short. So Xehanort decides the 13th Nort shall be Sora. He kidnaps Sora because I guess Goofus and Dalent do literally nothing all day and is about to Nort Sora super good when Lee dives in and saves the day. Psst, Lee is Axel's somebody and he only really cares about Roxas and Xion, but Sora will have to do. Xehanort goes,
Drat, I'd kidnap you again, but we're all out of our going back in time potion. Until next time when the 7 and 13 are destined to fight and summon the Keyblade in Kingdom Hearts 3.
And all the Xehanorts disappear. For now. Riku and Sora go back to Yen Sid and they're like, wow, the whole universe was at stake. Glad we got out of that one. Who-wee? I almost forgot we were taking a test, haha. And Yen Sid goes,
Riku, you passed. Good job. Sora, you almost got Norted. You fail.
And Sora goes,
It's that arbitrary.
Okay.
It's that arbitrary.
That's dumb.
That's it. That's like it's that arbitrary.
ah, Nort again. All the characters laugh and credits roll. Wait, we're not done yet. 2 quick games to go. Union Cross.
This is a mobile game. I actually played this one.
Okay.
It was. I thought it was. I didn't even realize it was like going to be plot important, so I never finished playing it because I was in high school and I had better things to do with my life, like trying to get a girlfriend.
Yep.
Spoiler alert, I never got a girlfriend. Anyway, yeah, no, this game was actually pretty decent.
long ago, I mean,
It's still Kingdom Hearts lore though, so it's gonna be confusing. Anyway,
like,
Cool.
long ago, all the worlds were connected, and it was the age of fairy tales. In this harsh on the eyeballs place called Daybreak Town, there was this guy called the Master of Masters, who wore a sweet hood and trench like the organization dudes, and he wrote this book of prophecies with the help of his Keyblade No Name, which can see into the future, but only the future it's actually around for, like in the same room. Look, it's got a magic creepy eyeball. So the Master of Masters goes to his 6 apprentices and is like, hey guys, I'm gonna peace out. Here, you carry No Name around to pass it down through the generations for no particular future sight related reason, and this box, don't open it. And the rest of you get a signed copy of my book, you're welcome. But little did the apprentices know, he gave each of them a slightly different copy of the Book of Prophecies. They read their books and learn
it's just like the Bible, Logan.
Oh no.
there's a traitor amongst them, but not really. The apprentices scatter to the winds like dandelions and create their own little groups that learn to use Keyblades. Years and years pass, these groups all end up fighting in the Keyblade War and shattering the Keyblade into 20 pieces, and yeah, there's some of your backstory, I guess. Look, this is a browser/mobile game, don't worry about it too much. Like, maybe you should know Ventus and Marluxia's somebody are leaders of 2 of these groups, and there's these things called Darklings that are heartless, born from Keyblade wielders. There's a Darkling on the box for Kingdom Hearts 3 right about, yeah. But seriously, if any of this is relevant...
Hey, guess what?
What's that?
The Darkling that's on the cover of the box?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's not in the game.
Of course he's not.
in Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm sure they'll provide context for it like the competent writers they are. And, hocus pocus, these games...
So do you recall? So Nomura is in charge of all the Kingdom Hearts games. Do you remember people complaining about the second game for Final Fantasy VII and why the Final Fantasy VII remake was cool, but like they're worried for the future of Final Fantasy VII remake?
Mm-hmm.
It's because Nomura is also in charge of the second game.
Oh, cool.
So they're worried that this some Kingdom Hearts bullshit is about to happen.
Well, hopefully not.
You know what? I honestly, it wouldn't bother me. But I've been dealing with this for a very long time, so maybe my input doesn't matter. I've been dealing with this convoluted bullshit for a very long time.
I mean, I think it could do with a fresh coat of paint of story, but I don't need what the fuck is happening right now.
I just don't want it. I don't want the themes to be very in your face. I will be okay if the themes are kind of like you got to dig a little deeper for this one.
Yeah.
Because this game, as we said literally earlier in the video, light and darkness are quite literally physical embodiments of things. Like there is a physical light and a physical darkness. There is literally physical good and evil. So I don't need it to be that literal.
Have no focus. Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep.
That is not Birth by Sleep. This is a let's say bridge the gap game where you're just kind of playing as Aqua to fulfill a purpose. I don't remember what that purpose is, but this game is actually pretty good.
A fragmentary passage. That's the sound of my soul escaping my body. Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by... you know what? Let's just call it No for short. Acts as a kind of prequel sequel that sets some things up for Kingdom Hearts 3. You play as Aqua, picking up right after the events of Birth by Sleep, where she was trapped in the realm of darkness by Terranort. She wanders around some Disney world swallowed up by darkness, fights her doppelganger, Phantom Aqua, and finds Ventus and Terra, but they're not actually there, she's just lonely. She fights some shadow monsters and ends up falling even...
The realm of darkness, for all intents and purposes, is hell.
Okay.
Because I said there's physical darkness. It's hell. She's in hell. And she's quite literally in hell for like 13 years.
Okay, then.
That's what this game is. This game is you playing as Aqua in hell.
Deeper into darkness, but eventually runs into Riku and Mickey. Because, yeah, even though her story took place 10 years before Kingdom Hearts 1, time is super janky in the realm of darkness. Which sure is convenient if you're a writer and want to get your prequel character into the present story. Aqua fends off the darkness, while Riku and Mickey close the door from the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, and Mickey literally loses his shirt just to preserve continuity. There's no other reason. What a guy!
What a guy!
The door is successfully closed. Hooray! Except Aqua is still trapped in darkness. Feces. Elsewhere.
How did Riku and Sora? I'm sorry. How did Riku and Mickey get out, but not Aqua?
I don't know.
Where Yen Sid is like,
Sora, not only did you fail my super simple exam, but your brush with getting Norted actually left you Metroided. Look, all your stats are back to level 1.
Sora goes, oh well, gosh darn, ain't that convenient. I mean inconvenient.
There's no time. Go to the Colosseum from Hercules and hang out with Danny DeVito.
Okay. Also,
He doesn't speak in Kingdom Hearts 3 because they couldn't get the dude. They couldn't get him to do the thing.
Of course not.
They did get him in the other games, but not that
Oh.
one.
Lee is a Keyblade wielder now, and Kairi. I am so tired. And that takes us to Kingdom Hearts 3.
Perfect. You ready to start the game?
That was an hour and a half.
Well, I had to stop to explain stuff and show you some other stuff that bothered me. But yes, it was an hour and a half.
Oh no.
However, I probably am gonna cut this video and put this on the main channel. So if you're watching this on YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe, and come find us over on Twitch. Or you can watch the rest of the VOD on the archive channel, which is linked in the description. Both are linked in the description. Come watch that. We're gonna play some ads real quick while I get set up for the game.
Okay.